good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Under 10, 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he'll just get rid of it.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Here's a give to Dobbins. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Now a 2nd down and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Lawrence on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
47's the mic.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Jackson now. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 8 yards out. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them, all right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and
the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a give to Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Etienne. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Jackson on the move to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 30 yards there. Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run here with ETN. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down.
Set. 60-yard.
Toss left side for ETN. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are moving closer to the franchise's first ever appearance in a Super Bowl as they extend their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.